What appears to have happened in this case is that a valve at the Merial facility has leaked. But any virus that would have got out through it would have gone into a contained system, and at the end of that contained system is a... Well, I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, when you go to a police investigation, it must be very time-consuming, very worrying, and he's got a very, or had until a moment ago, a very serious job as...
But I think that we have to understand what lies behind it. And what lies behind it is people's sense of their own prospects and the fact that people are feeling the pinch. And just like in the council elections earlier this month,
for heaven's sake, we were 13% a few months ago, we're now 25%. We've overtaken Labour, we've taken seats off the Conservatives, we've taken seats off Labour. I was being told every time I open a newspaper, the last month, I was being told it would even be a good night if we lost a number of seats. People often feel too that vast sums of money are sometimes spent by political parties, and there needs to be much more regulation on how that side of the equation is managed too. So I think the public want politicians to get together and sort this question out, and that certainly is a Liberal Democrat. Of course it's tampering with nature. Every single pharmaceutical product, every tablet, every drug, every operation tampers with nature. If nature were to be allowed to take its course, we could close our hospitals and just let people die when they got ill. We are here because Gordon Brown has been found out. His tax-con budget, which was exposed last year, has fallen apart this year. And the man who tried to launch himself into the premiership on the back of 5.3 million of the poorest people has had to effect this humiliating U-turn today. The 83 campaign was quite traumatising because you were talking to people that you thought were the supporters of the Labour Party, the people who were looking for a Bennite government in this country, and realising that had an entirely different set of objectives. I found it difficult as a man like me to admit that I suffered from bulimia. The doctors told me it was probably due to stress. I suffered bulimia for about 10 years, and I eventually managed to control it.
My main argument was always related to the size of Britain and the stupendous commitment that we had to make to sustain the profile of armament that went with being a nuclear power and substantially an attempted global power.
Michael Heseltine, I remember one speech in particular which was tremendous when he sort of talked about the Labour Party marching left, left, left.
But curiously, Mr. Chairman, political agendas change shape, and sometimes in unexpected ways. A fortnight ago came such a moment. The Labour Party's announcement of a new economic policy.
And now that money is being taken away from them. A very large amount of it has already gone, more will go in future, and those local schemes will never proceed. And the money has just been ransacked. The Chancellor has treated the lottery as though it was Aladdin's cave and put his sticky fingers in it whenever he's short of money for his own preferred expenditure.
Well, that brings me to the Liberal Party. I gather that during the last few days there have been some ill-natured jokes about their new symbol, a bird of some kind, adopted by the Liberal Democrats at Blackpool. Politics is a serious business, and one should not lower the tone unduly.